Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Dukes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability and
breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They're going to ride this running back. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Miranda. Working that left side now. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really did.
Touchdown, Bama! Fit it in the window for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So James Madison's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Dukes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Odom. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get the 1st through the air, using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to pass. It's Miranda. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Looking for room, it's Ambrose. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. And they're able to get him down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play.
Touchdown tie! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Back to pass. It's Miranda. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He's open on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Slithers into space. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
These corners backing off a bit. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. He's got him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune. Turning it on! All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wide open downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a 1st down play. Scanning the field, it's Miranda. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 3.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Madison, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw. It's Miranda. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown tie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USF. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got his man, makes the grab, and he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They'll go to the fullback. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give from the gun. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Coming out with it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1, 2, 3. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off play action on first down. It's complete to the right. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nice move to keep running. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
No gain on the play.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Miranda. Fires to the big fella. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
James Madison, 0.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fakes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They'll run play action. Firing to the right, complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Miranda. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bama! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. It's complete on the right side. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Cradles it at the 35. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Miranda. Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown time. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it from the gun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Asher. Hauls it in. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Handoff to the fullback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fullback's got it. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose and nothing doing. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Dukes line up to punt it away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick handoff. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Offense set on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. To the air, it's Miranda. Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They march 78 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.